Akash, what do we got, man? What do you?
Man, I still don't have real sports stories. NFL training camp started.
Okay.
Here's something I think we can talk about with two different sports crossing over. The C.J. McCollum.
Can you explain what happened with this with C.J. McCollum and Kevin Durant?
So I guess C.J. McCollum has a podcast. Kevin Durant came on it.
Okay.
C.J. McCollum asked me a couple questions about the Warriors, and I think they went back and forth. And
Okay.
then I think C.J. McCollum said he didn't really like it or whatever, and he was pissed they got Boogie, I think. If I fuck up any details, I don't care. And I'm not a reporter.
Exactly.
I'm not a reporter. I'm an asshole.
Yo, great.
And then Kevin Durant
That's a
said something
shirt.
like, Kevin Durant said something, I'll find that one too. Kevin Durant said something like, who y'all ain't going to win the championship anyway, who cares? And then they joke back and forth, whatever. Then C.J. McCollum answers a tweet that says, like, can we call Kevin Durant a bitch for going to Golden State? And then C.J. McCollum quote tweeted and said, I think the B word is a little strong, but I definitely think it was soft. It's like, I think he should have stayed with OKC. It's like you and your boys get jumped by a gang, and then instead of fighting that gang with your boys, you go join that gang.
Yeah, there's a saying
Yeah.
called "If you can't beat them, join them." Right? Like this is like how the world. That's why like a lot of people speak the same language.
Yeah, no, that's sure, I guess.
Right.
But do you not think it was a bitch move? Do you not think that's an apt parallel? Like you were up 3-1.
Did every country that like Muhammad
Are
took
you gonna
over-
make this imperialistic? Or are you gonna make this sports?
Well, isn't like sports a metaphor for war?
No,
Okay.
no. Only for losers. Fucking people who've never been in war. You know who would never say some shit like that? A veteran. Nobody watching the finals like, yo, this is just like Normandy.
Yo, it's so true. Like, you know how like comics always go like comic. It's just like boxing.
Yeah.
It's like I've boxed. Never once have I been like this is like being on stage. It's no different. It's the exact same thing. You know what I mean?
So anyway, Kevin Durant responded to that and said something like, wow, after I just did your podcast, CJ,
Yeah.
something, the snakes in the grass, boy, I tell you.
So here's my question, and I haven't listened to the podcast, but if
Why would you?
facts,
Listen to Kevin Durant boring ass sit there and talk.
if it's here's the thing. If C.J. McCollum,
Motherfucker wear his little brother sweatpants to the game, and I got
who, Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
Yeah. My man tall, son. I mean, at the end of the day, he tall.
So Boogie.
Yeah.
Boogie gets pants that fit.
That's true.
Fucking ankle showing.
Yeah. Maybe he's proud of his ankles because Kevin Durant really like his ankles because even his sneakers don't show off the ankles. Kevin love his ankles. I think that's his favorite part of his body.
Real talk.
Anyway, his head looked like an ankle. You ever look at his head shape? If you look at his head shape, you're like, that ain't a head. That's an elbow. What is that? That's different. All right, so if C.J. McCollum told him that shit to his face on a podcast and quote tweeted it,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Right.
It appears that like they were lovey-dovey on the podcast, and then in this tweet, he's having
They made
different
jokes.
energy.
C.J. McCollum said, I don't like it. Whatever he said prompted Kevin Durant to say, y'all ain't going to win the championship anyway. So there's obviously some friendly
Right.
back and forth.
Yeah.
But C.J. McCollum was like, I said that to him. I think it's soft.
Yeah, I mean, he could absolutely say that. My feeling about CJ is like, y'all haven't won shit, so you don't really have an opinion.
Well, they put up a real fight in the playoffs. You know,
Yeah, they
so-
did. A real
so-
fight.
So.
Put up a real fight.
But
Yeah.
I do think it's a valid point. You're up 3-1. We talked
Yep.
about this to death, but you're up 3-1. If you don't have a terrible game 5 and 6, if you have a good game either one of those games, y'all win. We can talk about Clay. We always blame it on Russ. But Kevin Durant had a bad game 5 and 6. Go back and look at the shooting percentages or whatever. He didn't have a good game.
Does his recent play in these series
No,
remove that?
no, never,
Never.
never.
So
Because you're doing it on someone else's team. Not never,
Right.
but you got to do it on your own.
right. So we can never. So he has to live with his career knowing that he'll never be credited as taking a team to the finals.
Actually, as I say that, I remember what I realized about LeBron, which is we've been trying to write this guy's legacy for 10 years now or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
And a career is long. Like, Kevin Durant could play 20 years, so who the fuck knows how he's going to end up in the history books.
So that's another question I have. How long will these NBA players be able to play? I feel like careers are starting to stretch out.
Oh, for sure. Nutrition is better. Technology is better.
Yeah,
Science is
they
smarter
recover
about
from
this.
injury better. Like back in the day, ACL, you're done,
Yeah.
right? And now it seems like
You bounce
not
back.
all injuries, but a lot of injuries.
And it's a softer game.
I wonder
Softer
if that
game
is.
is a good point.
I wonder if that's it.
That's part of
look,
it for
look
sure.
at the beat up AI used to take.
I wonder if he would just get as beat up in the league now, or maybe it would be different. Now that is interesting, but it's definitely softer, so there's less wear and tear in the body, and then two, the recovery is better. How they handle their bodies, like the players, like it's conceivable to me. LeBron plays till he's 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barring any major setback, like maybe a back injury. You know how that shit we don't really know how to handle.
Right.
But like you could see LeBron playing on a team.
He's gonna play with his son. That's gonna happen.
So
whether or not he'll be effective, I don't know, but he'll play with his son. 7 years, whatever the fuck it is, done.
I think there's something to it, and I think it might. It's like guys who play hockey can play forever.
I didn't know that. Oh, Jeremy Roenick, or not Jeremy Roenick, Jaromir Jagr or something.
Motherfucker like 50 years old, keep playing.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they're playing in spurts. They're playing like 60-second spurts. They're doing that kind of shit. But at the same time, there must be something about the way that we're taking care of our bodies now and the treatment that we're getting.
LeBron apparently spends $1 million a year on his body.
Fam, think about how worth it that is.
Oh, of course it's worth it.
Right? Because you write that off with every new contract. If your new contract is $200 million.
Yeah, he's got 196.
You spent $4 million to get 200.
Yeah, 100%. It's so worth it. I mean, the guy's brilliant.
Yeah.
But I just think we can't write Kevin Durant's legacy in all reality.
So because he plays so long, you're like, we don't know if he's gonna join. He could join the fucking Wizards.
And if the Warriors win fucking 10 straight and he gets Finals MVPs the rest of the way,
you gotta give it up.
At some point, you're just gonna relent. You're like, all right, sure, fair enough.
No, that's fair. Furthermore, if an amazing team in the East, which is very possible, if Boston,
Philly,
if Boston or Philly, check it. If Boston or Philly pushes the Warriors to a Game 7, and Durant plays well, that means he was needed for that victory. Right now, there's this illusion that like without Durant, they'd still win, and Durant is extra.
I don't necessarily think that.
Is it possible that like some people subscribe to that? Some people subscribe to that.
I mean, here's what I think.
Because the argument is you went to a 73-9 team.
Here's what I think.
Okay.
I think you can get a complementary piece that can take you over the top. That's essentially what Kevin Durant. He's not a complimentary piece, but that's the kind of thing you do. We got a team that's right on the cusp, and then we signed this defensive stalwart who's a fucking
stalwart,
like Ben Wallace or whoever. Yeah.
Yeah. What's a stalwart?
It's a gay person. I don't know.
But what is it? It's like when you show your dick to people when you pee?
I actually don't know. I just know it in a sentence. It's just
stalwart.
somebody who's a stopper.
Stalwart?
Yeah. It's like a wall. WART, I think.
Stalwart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
STAL. And I'm
it's
just
a wall.
trusting my Indianness here. STALWART.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you got to be able to spell.
Oh, I got it.
That's what's up.
Pressure. Please don't let that be wrong. But,
yo.
If you said like Ben Wallace, Dennis Rodman for the 97 Bulls.
That right there?
Yeah.
These sneakers?
Mm-hmm. It's a pussy stalwart.
That's a wall?
Yeah, it ain't getting none.
Stopping it. Oh, it's stopping the pussy.
I don't even know if I use that correctly.
Oh, shit. You don't know what these sneakers are here, son?
I'm still trying to find this word.
These are build the wall 4s, son. You didn't know, son?